Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui. You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. Only the Tsaritsa truly has a will as solid as the permafrost. Child is currently at Lioli Pavilion.
Anyway, Paimon's hungry. Let's get moving.
Aha, you made it. As promised, I found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liyue Qixing would hide the Geo-Archon's vessel.
After I finished editing the last video, I remembered a thought I had about Tartaglia. I don't remember what I thought about his overall appearance, but I did notice that triangle of exposed skin. Let's just say my imagination ran wild.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhong Li, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui.
I tend to focus on eyes a lot. My first impression of Zhongli is that his looked odd. I wondered if he was wearing makeup. That's not a problem. I like makeup on men, but in Zhongli's case, I wasn't sure.
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
I hate to admit that I didn't initially like his voice. I felt like it didn't match his appearance. He looks so young, yet his voice is so deep. Now, I love his voice. It's one of my favorite in the game, but that's no surprise.
The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the seven.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex Lapis again.
Since the Traveler believed that Rex Lapis was dead, I wasn't sure why it was necessary to see his body, especially if the goal was to find his sister. That seemed odd to me.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, Traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue? Indeed, the weight of 3,700 years' worth of history runs deepest in the true divinity of Liyue. Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. Liyue is the most prosperous of the seven nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have gained no purchase here. Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Child wants to make use of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's connections. Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prize Noctilucus jade worthy of a deity.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? This could be your lucky day. It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich. Go on, pick whichever one you like.
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
Hey, if we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect of the transaction. Noctilucous jade of excellent quality would have superior pyro-affinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality. It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumeru's frigid snake wine.
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you. Which of them would you like? No problem. If you have your eye on this one, you can have it.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. Whatever do you need this much top-quality Noctilucous jade for?
We need them to make implements for the rite of parting.
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had given much thought to them. This means that Rex Lapis really is...
During this part, I do remember thinking that the people of Liyue were taking the death of their god surprisingly well. I found it hard to believe that that wouldn't upend their sense of the world. It forced me to conclude that the people of this world view their deities differently.
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that we will need. Before the rite is conducted, the exuvia will be kept temporarily in the Golden House.
Golden House?
The only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint in Tevat. All the mora that flows throughout the world is minted there. In Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns, only contracts may not be betrayed. I, for one, have no issue with little maneuvers outside their remit. Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used in the rite.
So, now that we've got the flowers, how do we make the perfume?
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately, none of my acquaintances have personal experience in the art of decoction. Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city. I will wait for you near the Statue of the Seven. Meet me there when the perfume is ready.
Well, hello. You found me at last. I've been waiting for you.
Yeah, I definitely remember this character. I was mildly surprised that she was so overtly sexual in a game like this, but it didn't bother me. I was raised in an environment where the adults didn't recoil from the topic, thus giving me a healthy perspective. I was also free to explore my sexuality without fear of shame or prejudice.
Oh, you're back. Don't worry, I haven't waited long. Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this was but a brief moment.
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well, have you brought the perfumes?
The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist. And it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis is actually an older lady?
Perhaps. Perhaps. Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms. Perhaps that really was one of them.
I remember a YouTuber I was watching years ago instantly rejected the possibility that the Geo Archon would have taken on a female form. For me, the thought was intriguing. I mean, why would a god be bound by our human perception of gender? I felt like that detail made Rex Lapis seem more believable.
A friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian of the cleansing bell. She lives near Yujing Terrace. If you ask her, she will know what to do.
All things must change. Youngster, are you here to admire the flowers? This harbor is like a mountain of dry tinder. One spark, and the fire will consume us all. Well, I shall say no more. This old woman's grown too old and naggy. Did you have something to say, youngster? Ah, that old trinket. Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really are quick. An adeptus. Oh, I haven't heard anyone say those words in earnest for a long time. As to whether I am one or not, child, surely you already understand.
Yeah, no. I don't remember understanding that at all. Honestly, I think my brain had kind of glazed over at this point.
Indeed, this is the cleansing bell. It's in good condition. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside. An adeptus.
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't pry. Oh, yes, that old granny asked us to tell you something. If you have the time, you can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
That tone does not suit you. Still, her teapot is indeed very good. There are none better for brewing tea. When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea and pay her a visit.
So what's the next step in our preparations?
Next, we need to purchase kites.
Ah, sir, you're here. The 7 kites you asked for have been made to order. Would you like to take them now?
Yes, thank you. Justice flows across the surface of the waters. War rages like a flame, as does that which the Cryo-Archon once... Yes.
I'm so curious about the Cryo-Archon. Didn't Venti have something similar to say, like maybe she changed somehow? I remember coming up with countless theories about what her deal was. Very fascinating.
I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When paying, well, when getting others to pay for him, he neither looks at the price tag nor his wallet. He knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man. He just doesn't consider poverty to be something that could ever happen to him. Or perhaps you could say that he cannot imagine himself lacking money.
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. Well then, since we've purchased our kites without incident, there's no need to take a break before moving to the next step in our preparations.
All finished then? Splendid. Any leftover cash is yours to keep. A favor for the Fatui should never go unrewarded.
Next, we need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy, the finest pharmacy in all of... Is everything okay?
Everything is fine. I was just informing them that they need not return the surplus Mora. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be going.
The reception is deserted, and it seems kinda spooky in here. Hello? Is anybody there?
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Huh? Did you hear that? Where did it come from?
The reception, it seems.
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy. I am Chi-Chi. Once upon a time, Chi-Chi died. Then, Chi-Chi was saved by the Adepti. Now, Chi-Chi is a zombie.
Hello, little girl. Do you sell everlasting incense here?
Excuse me, sir. Did you bring your prescription?
Surely no prescription is needed to purchase everlasting incense. It's not a controlled substance.
Chi-Chi can get your medicine, but only if you show Chi-Chi your prescription.
My dear Chi-Chi, we didn't bring a prescription, I'm afraid. But we do hope that you can still help us find some everlasting incense.
Okay then. But Chi-Chi helps you. You help Chi-Chi. Only fair. Go to Mount Tianheng, find the Guizhong Ballista, and hunt a cocoa goat. Please and thank you.
It's huge! Paimon can totally believe it took an Adeptus to build this.
This device is broken.
Aw, what? It broke?
After millennia of wear and tear, even Adepti contraptions are difficult to maintain. Let me think for a moment. Ah, yes. Spare parts were made for the Guizhong Ballista when it was first built, in case it was damaged in battle. As I recall, there is a military supply post from that period somewhere inside the pass. If we can retrieve the spare parts from where they are stored, we may be able to repair the Guizhong Ballista. With the parts in hand, I could at least tinker with it. Ah, these parts look useful. One moment. I will try to repair the device. It is done. The Guizhong Ballista is more intricately designed than I thought.
Ooh! Now how do we turn it on?
It's easy enough. We simply need to do this. Look, it even has a scope.
Hey! Just what do you think you're doing? So you fixed up this turret because you're planning to do what, exactly?
Not a turret. A Guizhong Ballista. Also, kindly state your name before you ask a question. It's just good manners.
Ha! Are you blind or something? You're looking at the leader of the treasure hoarders, old man. Last time we approached the mountain, it nearly skewered one of our guys. A few of us risked our lives to disarm it, and then we turn our backs for 2 seconds, and you've already gone and repaired it! The next thing you'll be repairing is your faces!
Tut tut. Vandalizing the legacy of an Adeptus for selfish gain. Disgraceful behavior. It is not we who need reprimanding, but you. Troubling ourselves over this rabble is not worth the time. We should focus on our contract with Chi-Chi. A search using the Guizhong Ballista revealed no significant life forms nearby, save for the usual wildlife. We won't solve anything while standing here and racking our brains. Let's return to Boo Boo Pharmacy, explain that we could not find a cocoa goat, and review our next step. Forgive us. We were unable to fulfill our end of the contract. We found no trace of the cocoa goat Adeptibeast of which you speak.
What a disappointment. Don't worry about it. But I feel very disappointed. Cocoa goat milk is tasty. So tasty. Much better than normal goat milk. Only an Adeptibeast could make such tasty milk. I'm sorry. I have a poor memory. I cannot remember the name of the milk. That's why I wrote it down. Where did I put it? Ah, here. This is the name. Coconut milk.
Huh?
I owe you both an apology. I hastily agreed to what appeared to be an equitable agreement with this zombie child, when perhaps I should have undertaken further due diligence.
Excuse me, everyone. Did Chi-Chi say a bad thing?
Oh, sorry, but Paimon's gonna leave the job of shattering this poor kiddo's world to you.
No. Impossible.
Someone learnt a valuable life lesson today, then. Thank you all for looking after my little Chi-Chi.
Might I ask who?
Ah, how rude of me. I'm Baiju, boss of the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
I definitely remember my first impression of Dr. Baiju. Obviously, I thought he was hot. Love his overall design and voice. Thinking back, I was surprised it took them so long to make him playable. I assumed he would be our first Dendro character.
I prefer to stay silent, but faced with strangers, I must speak, lest you mistake me for an escapee from the medicine cabinet, for I am a living, breathing serpent!
Don't mind Chung Sheng. She's a good girl, really. As for you three, communal chaos causing with Chi-Chi aside, what business brings you here?
Do you sell everlasting incense in this fine establishment?
Everlasting incense? Why, of course we do. 3 million mora, top quality, guaranteed.
3 million. An innocuous number in and of itself, though practically speaking, it could be a hard sum to come by.
Coco Goat! Coco Goat! My sides hurt. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe you fell for that. I'm almost in tears over here. Thank you. That was the best laugh I've had in a long time. In return, I'm more than happy to sort out this mess you've managed to get yourselves into. Excuse me, sir. Dr. Baiju, isn't it? Truly honored. I'm Child, one of the Fatui Harbingers. Forgive my audacity, but I see a great many opportunities for us to collaborate in the future.
At the time, I didn't think anything of it. But now, knowing that Zhongli is a 6,000-year-old prime Adeptus Archon, I'm not sure why he didn't catch on to the whole Coco Goat thing. That's odd.
Well, now that this is settled, we must head back to Yujing Terrace. Mr. Child, Dr. Baiju, little Miss Chi-Chi, see you soon.
That lot is an absolute riot. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I laughed so hard. So, you've been eavesdropping, I hope? What have I missed?
Yes, Master Child. They spoke of the Qixing taking the Golden House.
Well, Ningguang and her Qixing cronies. What else would they be hiding in the Golden House, if not the Exuvia? I apologize, but I warned you, didn't I? As the old Liyue saying goes, the walls have ears.
I should have guessed that there was something up with Tartaglia. Maybe then I wouldn't have been so bothered by the incident in the Golden House. In my defense, after coming back from my 6-month break, I'd forgotten a lot of what happened.
Well, as it stands, we've hired helpers, and we've acquired the everlasting incense. The completion of our preparations is not far off. Well, traveler, have you gained anything from our adventure so far? Odd? Which is it, I wonder? The questions that such travels raise are ever so complicated. Well, I'll leave you to ruminate over it yourself. As to remuneration for your help, I've decided to treat you to a meal. Oh, yes, don't worry. I will remember to bring the Mora this time. Tonight, I shall take you both to an old hole in the wall, praised throughout Liyue. Ah, you're here. There's no need to order. I've already done so. 3rd round knockout is not for lightweights, like those taverns in Mondstadt. Here, The owner does not take such unorthodox orders as fruit juice.
Why does that sound like a slight against Diluc?
Besides fine wine, the excellent ambiance is the reason why this place is so well loved. But when I say ambiance, I refer to a different sort from the one the Tevat travel guide uses to judge other establishments.
As you all know, high above the land of Liyue lies a pavilion in the clouds, a palace in the mist. What does it mean to have all-seeing eyes? This, my friends, Lady Ningguang's masterwork that bridges earth and sky. Imagine, the weather is clear, and you gaze down from the deck on the world below. Behold, the glorious sights of Liyue Harbor, stretching out far and wide. They say that when Lady Ningguang ponders important affairs, she retreats to her jade chamber with none but her 3 closest confidants in tow. Why brings she these trusted 3 to sift through sources, dig through documents, looking for information? Piece by piece, facts and figures paint a picture on the walls of the chamber. But well before the wall is filled, Lady Ningguang's mind is made up. Having made her call, she has every last document shredded, and whoosh, she scatters the shavings out her window. Ah, look at them, how they billow in the wind like a sudden swirling blizzard. As the fragments fall, traces of text flicker before the eyes of the merchants of Liyue, like ink stains in white snow. The saying goes, the rarest treasures in the land are the words brought by the paper snow. For the words of the Tianquan have the power to move mountains, and all throughout the land know it. These are but scraps of paper, and yet they guide Lady Ningguang's hand. Such is their value. Merely grasping 1 or 2 of them will surely gift you a fragment of her wisdom, enough to stay a step or 2 ahead of your peers.
Tianquan Ningguang. Feels like we're hearing this name a lot.
At last I have found you. You who returned from Jueyun Karst.
Who's there?
Wait, I am not with the Millilith, nor am I here to claim your bounty. However, I am an emissary of the Liyue Qixing. My name is Ganyu, secretary at the Yuehai Pavilion, and I have come specifically to meet you. Well, in concrete terms, I am the corporate secretary for the Qixing. At the moment, I am serving as Lady Ningguang's special emissary. She invites you to her palace in the sky.
An official invitation?
Lady Ningguang said this. Invite him to come here. I wish to meet him. At the Jade Chamber, together we shall snip every one of these entwining dark threads.
And with that, the emissary who called herself Ganyu just disappeared. But we've received an invitation from the Liyue Qixing. Paimon still can't believe it.
Paimon, why are you recapping something that both the Traveler and Zhongli just witnessed?
An invitation to visit the Jade Chamber is a rare honor indeed. You'd best be on your way now. But don't forget about the rite of parting. Once you've finished at the Jade Chamber, meet me at Dihua Marsh.
Don't worry, we won't forget. Dihua Marsh. We'll see you there.
Wow. Yeah, there's so much about this quest that I completely forgot. I did remember most of my interactions with Zhongli, but I almost completely forgot about Tartaglia. Back then, I didn't really know what I was doing and I didn't know what to think of the story, so it was all kind of just washing over me. Keep in mind, I was experiencing this over the course of months. While that structure is familiar to me now, back then I didn't know what to make of it.